Now, there are just over 100 days to the Leaving Certificate exams, so this is the time to really get the head down and revise to the best of your ability. But for many students, knowing how to revise properly and getting the advice and direction needed when you're outside of school can be difficult.
Joining us now with some revision advice is Galway hurler and co-founder of Mocks.ie, David Collins, and Leaving Cert student Kate Berry. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Kate, before we come to you, I want to come to you, David. Tell us about the site and why you created it.
Why I created it, it basically came about a friend of mine, Owen Ryan, the other co-founder of this site, came up with the idea. Back in 2006, there was 5,000 people who failed pass maths. Now that's a scary statistic when you come to think about it. If they fail pass maths, they fail the Leaving Cert. So we kind of got together and said there must be a way that students can practice at home and practice online exams. So we developed this site from the ground up, where students can go online and download exams from us and get a correction service from state examiners and give feedback to the students. So it's all about the feedback we're giving back, where they can develop or where they're going wrong, stuff like that. It really came from that idea, and we've developed it from a maths situation because of this maths problem there was in past exams. You need to pass your exams. You need to get the right results. So there was a gap there for it, and we developed this site for that specific reason.
And it's not just maths, David, you do all subjects.
It's not just maths, we do all subjects. We do across the board, written exams across the board. Written exams, we go from written exams to oral exams, which students can actually get an oral done over the phone. It's exactly like sitting in a real exam, and you're actually getting feedback directly from the teacher who's at the other end of the line.
You're dry running them, and you're dry running them as often as they need to be.
As often as they need to be, and it's continual practice, continuous assessment all the time. It's practice makes perfect, same in every walk of life.
So
if you practice,
your sporting background, of course, feeds into this as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely does, because like I was out for a while, I came back, because I practiced, I trained to get back to the top level. Same in exams, if you practice all the time, if you do repeat questions, repeat answers all of the time, and really push yourself and test yourself, that's when you get the best results. And that's all about this site, is to get the best results.
I was fascinated by, actually we have a couple of graphics of sort of the main tips, but I was fascinated, sorry, excuse me, there's practice is the recurring theme in this all the time, David. It's not, and what you're basically saying to kids, a lot of kids, and I think this is an important point, is that you don't have to be a genius to do this. Put the work in. It's actually elbow grease. Go out, roll your sleeves up, and just keep doing it. And if you keep doing it often enough, you'll get there.
Isn't it the same in everything? If you put the work in now, you're going to get the results at the end of the day.
Well, it is the same everywhere, but when you're that age, a lot of them kind of think, do you know what, I'm stupid, or I'm not good enough, or I'm not smart enough. And if that seed is sown in their brain, then they won't do it. So it's important to get that out.
It's important to get that out. It's important to drag that information out, and that's what the site does. It allows you to continually practice right out the exams and get the feedback back from the teachers. They give you detailed feedback about the structure, about the style of the exam that you need to write in. So it's all about getting that. Practice makes perfect. It's getting it out there and actually getting the student to sit down at home and write it at home.
You've given us some tips here, David, if you want to talk us through these.
Yeah,
allocating a certain time for studying, very important.
Very important. If you just allocate a certain time in the evening time and the weekends, just kind of make out your schedule and plan it perfectly. Same as exactly in training. If you plan it perfectly, you're going to get the best results.
You're just using sports psychology on exams, and it works.
It works perfectly because, look, a healthy body is a healthy mind. That's another tip down there. If you train, if you get out for walks, or if you even go, like I found, pucking a ball against a wall, gets rid of some tension. It allows you to study a lot easier. Your mind is fresh. Once you have a fresh mind, like it's great for the body and soul, everything.
This is all very common sense stuff, and of course, because it's common sense, you can't actually repeat it often enough.
You can't, like using past exams, like using exams that are there all the time. Practice them all of the time. Keep going over and over.
Okay, let's have a look at the second graphic, which is the orals and orals. Now, this is obviously, when it comes to a question, a piece of paper, it's kind of black and white in some senses. When it comes to language, that's a different kettle of fish altogether, because there's more variables there, isn't there? There's more pitfalls, more chances for it to go wrong.
There's a lot more there, and that's where the oral and oral service that we provide online. The actual oral service is actually talking to a teacher, so you're getting full benefit from 20 minutes with a teacher. Like, you can do a grind, whatever, but you're not getting the full benefit back. You can actually sit on the phone and talk straight to the teacher for 15 minutes, do your oral, get your detailed feedback back on where you need to actually correct yourself.
Kate, I want to bring you in at this point, because you've used the service. Tell us what you used it for and how you found it a benefit.
Oh, well, I did an English mock on Mocks.ie, and I got a C, but along with that I got a page full of feedback. So a few weeks later I repeated the exam and I improved my grade to a B2.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, and
And
I
you're
got more
concerned about English, aren't you?
Yeah, because it's just such a broad. But they gave me more feedback then, so I'm hoping to do the exam again before the summer, and I'm going to aim for an A, I think.
Well done.
Yeah.
And was the feedback news to you? Were you like, oh right, I hadn't realised that. Yeah.
Like but even though it was like I hadn't realised it, it was kind of simple, and it was like simply laid out. Like even just referring back to the question, you know, especially in English, because you might know, you know, have an idea in your head of what you want to say, or you know, you might know the topic well, but you have to like refer back to the question a lot, and it helped me and told me ways to do that. And
did it teach you anything that you didn't know, or did it explain something to you? Did it make something clearer for you?
That, and explained like how to kind of make my points come across, because I kind of rush things, and I mightn't explain it like fully, so they kind of allow you like, you know, kind of to like kind of yourself to bullet point what you want to say before you, instead of just rushing in and writing your exam.
So you've gone from a C to a B2, and you're now going to go for an A. Well, that's proof in the pudding there. Yeah,
it is.
David, Mocks.ie, and as it comes closer, if you will come back again, please, because I'm sure there's many more aspects.
How much does it cost, actually? That's what I wanted to ask you.
The price, it's actually very cheap. It ranges from €2 to €24.95, €2 to €24.95. So it's beneficial for both parents.
It's cheaper than Grinds.
It's cheaper than Grinds. It's a lot cheaper than Grinds.
Yeah.
And like your orals are $19.95. You're getting 20 minutes with a full teacher. That's serious.
And of course, it's on the internet, so it's on call all the time.
Yeah.
It's on call all the time. You just go in online, book a time.
Genius idea, David. Kate, we wish you well, because we know you want to go off and do psychology, so we wish you well.
And we wish you well as well, Mr. Collins. I believe you make your debut again against Waterford this weekend.
I think that's happening all right, yeah. It should be fun.
I'm sure Mr. Milan and company will welcome you back to the game.
I'm sure we'll have a few good run-ins.
God bless David.